clocks. We'll go through the teams as we get ready for kick-off here. It's Ben Townsend in. Then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, one of the people that come in, both those have come in, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Wilkinson, James Morris and Oliver Gregelight. Luke Rawson missing out today after getting that knock. Game is now underway, so we will just start the bench. Connor Smythe, Jack DeGruchy, Sam Kay, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Just as we get a flight going over. At home to Bottisford, O'Kara Simmons has scored in Answorth, also 1-0 down. Lewis Sugden has scored. As the ball goes, I think the wind just took it away to the right, but Hyde will remain on the ball. It's Tom Pratt, gets through Turner, gets it onto this right-hand side, back into the midfield, though it goes to Scanlon, who's dropped deep. Now to Rawsthorne. Great horizontal ball goes clear, Townsend saves it. It will look like it might have just snuck underneath him. It's a great save from Ben Townsend. It's the first big chance of the game and Townsend was equal to it. Ball forward from Townsend, looking to get it to Morris, but he just can't ghost it like he wanted to. Hall claims, cleared away, and then Iggulden's just mistracked the ball, and Townsend's made another great save. They tried to... on the right hand side for this throw in from Pratt, gets it down to Rawsthorne, who likes peeling off to the wing, something we saw from on Tuesday night, but Stocksbridge have tackled clear. Morris, lovely little back heel, gets him out of a bit of pressure, but then a brilliant sliding tackle from Fernley, gets ball over the top, and here's a chance, and it's and then the leg of Townsend saves again. Ben Townsend having an amazing game so far. Ball launched forward, headed out to the left wing. Townsend's not happy that Stocksbridge have lost that header. And then coming forward is Scanlon, out onto the left, and the ball's looking back for Scanlon again. There's another chance here, and he goes past Townsend, and this time it's over the bar. They beat Townsend on this occasion, but they beat the woodwork too. Curtis Turner, it's actually very close to the corner of the box. I don't think he'll be taking a shot from here, but we've seen him swing him in from a bit further out, so maybe he'll see this as an ideal opportunity. He did score the equaliser on Tuesday night, and today he does become Stocksbridge's second most appearance player, overtaking the legend that is Gary Hurlston. Here comes the effort, gets blocked by the wall. Tinker will take it. Tinker takes a shot, and well, Tinker, who scored, Tinker gets it on to Deakin, who brings it down, volleys it forward towards Wilkinson, headed away, and it's going to be raced onto now by O'Connor, who had a bit of space down the right, but instead it's just going to bring it back and give it back to Jordan Lemon, who takes the touch on it. He beats one man, Jordan Lemon, takes a shot, not thought, oh, what a goal! It's Jordan Lemon! It's only his fourth ever goal for Stocksbridge. He hasn't scored since he scored against Sheffield FC. 3 years ago, that is. It's Jordan Lemon who has scored for the Steels. Who would have thought that? The right back with a long range effort. Ball goes forward. Tinker heads away into midfield, but only back to Hyde, and then Rawsthorne. It's a really good ball that finds Pratt with plenty of space. With Pratt continuing, trying to play the ball into the middle, gets a man in the box, back to goal, lays off to right, a bit ahead of Pratt, Pratt still gets it, over into the middle, header blocked, and then here comes Jones Griffiths, blocked again, Lemon with the block, it will go out for a corner. The goal, yes, you heard that right. Only his fourth goal in 8 years, well 6 years being for the Steels, as Gregelight just got it, moves into the box, takes a strike, it's a well hit strike, but Mersin is able to save well to his left. Finchley. George Nunn has scored as Lemon tries to get the ball forward, but it is blocked, and Hyde will have it back in the defence with Thompson, who hooks it away. Back with Tinker though, who's going to try and use the left hand side. Gets it to Deakin, his touch takes him a bit behind, he just spins round and faces the goal now. Now to Gregelight on the left, Deakin's the overlapping option, Gregelight wants to move it onto his right, in the middle to Tinker, forward to Morris, takes a snapshot from turning, but it will be fairly easy for Mersin. Campion had taken a 2-goal lead against Penchurch through Ian Gregson, but then Sam Scrivens, who made one appearance for Stocksbridge, has got one back for Penistone. As O'Connor lost one over the top, Gregelight might get onto this, he gets a touch, but then Mersin with a key save. Takes it long now, Mersin, over into the centre, like headed on. Rawsthorne chases it down, but then Turner wins the ball. sends it forward, and Morris could get onto it before McMahon has to just hook it away. Wilkinson looks to bring it down. Jesse tries to get it down to the right, but then it's Hyde intercepts, and now there's a counter. It's Tom Pratt. Pratt with loads of space on this right wing. Continuing on it, facing up with Tinker, puts an early cross in, brought down, shot, and it's Hyde at Townsend. One enough power in it, and that's going to be end of the first half here. Given the okay by referee James Owen. As the sun just comes out at the right time. Ball into the middle, header from Deakin, it's cleared off the line. Wilkinson's trying to get to it, back to Deakin. Right-footed ball, looking for that far post, headed away, goes to O'Connor, strikes it, and it's under the legs, and it's off, it's going, bundled in! I think we're going to give that as an Alex O'Connor goal, though it might well be an own goal, to be honest. It's 2-0, and I think that sun that came out did in fact come out to help Stocksbridge, and it goes in just as the ball has crossed the line. Steels lead 2-0. Fernley, who's been brilliant, Fernley, today, he's going to be especially irritated because his performance doesn't deserve losing 2-0. And then Scanlon, launch forward, gets past Turner, and then Sun comes out again. And forward to Jones Griffiths, who gets control, takes a strike, great save, and then Bell somehow puts it over! Townsend's crediting Eagledon for helping him out there with the pressure on Bell, but that should be 2-1 and Hyde back into it. Evades a tackle there from Scanlon, could have gone over that and got a free kick. Now lays it off for Tinker. Tinker over out to the left to Wilkinson. Back to Tinker. Ball forward. Good touch by Morris, and it's a really touch on to the left. It's it forward. Look for Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it back into the middle, and it goes to Deakin, who's got his back to goal, can't do anything. Back to O'Connor, takes another strike. This one's well over. He leans back too far, and it should have really been 3-0 on that one. So, McMahon steps up, left footed shot, blocked by the wall. Back for Fernley, takes a shot, blocked by Tinker, and then cleared away. Gresham brings it out. We might end up helping Hyde with his touch. Hooked away into the forward, brought down by Duxbury. Lays it off for Bell. Bell then tries to get it out to the left. I think they're appealing for a corner, and that is what it's going to be given. With Hyde. Forcing the patient players. Taylor Mann looks for the switch, and it's, well, it looked like a good switch and for the touch there from Scanlon, but then Tinker ain't cleared it really particularly well, and Hyde have got it back. Scanlon, Wilkinson battling for it, and they have to put it back into Pratt, who cuts in diagonally. Over to Pratt, again out into the right. Ball into the middle, brought down on the edge of the area. Back from Pratt, shot, wide. But you are our host today. And
we were saying we played much better on Tuesday, much better today than we did on Tuesday.
That's just football, isn't it? Just saying Hyde probably played better today than they have on Tuesday night, but that's how it goes. And now Morris has brought the ball down. Watson's making the run. Morris is going on his own. He's trying to beat the man, takes the shot. It's wide of the goal. It took a deflection, actually, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Steels. Can that Sun come back out, please? Steps in, clears it away. Trying to make it to Watson, and then it does get through to Watson after Scanlon couldn't get control. Watson lays it through, and now O'Connor comes through. It's a great ball. Here comes O'Connor. Can he get it to Morris? He does get it to Morris. Morris goes through. He beats one man, takes a bit of a touch, takes a strike. Well saved. Morris, can he get back to it? No, it's going to be Turner. Gets it back. Now Turner takes a strike. What the goal from Curtis Turner! He scored on Tuesday. He scored on Saturday, and that one was even better than Tuesday night. It's a stunner from Curtis Turner, and it looks like Stocksbridge, for the first time in their history, will be in the second round of the FA Trophy. Hello and welcome to Craig Park for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Morpeth Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator live here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel, Adam Allcroft, and I welcome you to a chilly but clear night here in Northumberland. This commentary has been sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. So thank you very much for listening as we make this 3-hour journey up here North East on a Tuesday night, as the fixture gods have demanded. This game was postponed due to both teams advancing in the FA Trophy. Just what happens when you get higher up in the leagues. And in fairness, we did Ashington on a Tuesday night a couple of years ago. That's a similar distance. It's interesting because obviously Stocksbridge have had a bit of a poor passing season recently. 3 losses in a row, no goals any of them. All of them seem to coincide with Ian Richards departing the club, the real disappointment in this. Morpeth Town though come on a real high. They have been sitting bottom of the table for a long time now. Mostly because we lost to Workington a bit ago. But they won in the last minute against Bamber Bridge here on Saturday. Nick Bellardo scoring in the 97th minute, and they will be looking to continue that confidence in what is a relegation six-pointer. So let's go through the teams for you. Let's start with Morpeth Town. They've got Isaac Allen in goal, then it's Rhys Evans, Joel Hovey, Dan Myers, the captain Jeff Edison. He scored the winner the last time these two sides faced here at Craig Park. Josh King, Luke James, Will Dowling, Billy Gordon, Mitch Hancock, and Nick Bellardo, the man who scored that 97th minute winner on Saturday. The benches: Josh Robson, Ara Chung, Frankie Coulson, Dom Dos Santos Martins, and Nathan Buddle. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesoff, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, James Morris, Alfie Wilkinson, who comes in for Tommy Marshall, and then Zach Jagielka, who comes in for Jack Tinker. The bench is Sam Kay, Mikey Roxford, Jack DeGrucci, Jack Tinker, and Tommy Marshall. Our referees say, Sam Ross, insisted by Liam Beatty and Ray Webber, that we are going to have a minute's silence for part of Remembrance Day shortly. An immaculately observed minute silence here at Craig Park as part of Remembrance Day. Oh, and you might recognise that voice in the background of Ross Jackson of MPL Chat, which I was able to go on to a few weeks ago, and things in Stocksbridge are a bit more positive than they are at the moment. But we are about to get underway here. Stocksbridge will have the kick-off. They stand ready in the middle of the pitch.
Come on, Morpeth!
Referee's just making the final few checks at Mr. Sam Ross. As we get close to the start of this one. We are broadcasting for the first time on YouTube Shorts as well as YouTube. Don't know how that works, but apparently it does. We're going to see. And that is the game underway here. Stocksbridge Park Seals get us underway. They're in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks going from right to left, while Morpeth are in the yellow and black striped shirts, black shorts, black socks going from left to right. It's been cleared out to Deacon here, who's high up the pitch. Close down, trying to get across it as he lays it off here to left to Woodson, but eventually Morpeth getting clear out. Turner tries to head it back into the danger position, but stepping in was Dowling. Stocksbridge doing well, keeping it high up, but Henson, nice pass out to allow Holvey to get out. Will clear it upfield. Iggledon will have that covered as it goes back to Townsend. Ball goes out to the left here to Smythe. Picked ahead of Jack Tinker today. Smythe was actually left wing on Saturday, but he reverts to left back. Tinker left on the bench. One of the things that's been hotly debated amongst Stocksbridge fans is Smythe or Tinker at left back. Jagielka there, we can't get control of it, goes under his feet, and out for a Morpeth throw-in. Will be taken by Rhys Evans here as the ball goes forward and Bellardo tries to fight for it, but will go backwards here. Ball goes back here, all the way back to the keeper. Alan, I believe we were coming in a bit quietly, so hopefully just adjust a couple of seconds for you as Holvey controls into the middle to Henderson, launch ball forward,
Eagledon just knocks it back in the middle. Turner trying to be the first to it. Does good work from Curtis Turner. Down the channel looking for Morris, who's won the ball really well off Holvey there. He's been forced backwards though. Holvey's done good forcing it back into midfield where Turner has it. And Charles Afu sends it down the channel. No one's there and he'll go out to play anyway. And it is a throw-in. Interesting ground. This is just on the opposite side to his wedding marquee, where many other fans are congregated on a balcony. And back of the heel, back to Henderson, who steps up quite a bit. He seems to be occupying a more defensive midfield role today. Ball switch trying to get it to left side. Smythe cuts it out simply in the middle to Eagledon, who will take time with it. He's not being pressed as he goes out to Charles. If he is being pressed down the channel, but again out of play from Charles. That's two passes from him that have gone out for throw-ins. Stockbridge clear of getting the ball back, but not into midfield. Henderson again will turn, switch out to the right wing for Luke James, the former Hartlepool man. Back with Evans, into midfield to Henderson, first time pass, and well read by Eagledon, who steps in front of his man. Out to left to Smythe, who sends one down the channel for Wilkinson. Falls back with a touch. Back it goes to Smythe, holds it well forward. Nice little touch to Jagielka, looking to beat a man. He'll get past Evans, puts the cross in, looking for the far post. Well claimed by Allen, but Zach Jagielka there just showed a big first base, but it's quickly on towards Bilardo. But Eagledon reads it well, heads into field. Turner out to the right, forward here to Morris, who's onto the right wing. Wilkinson at centre forward today. Hey, though we expect that will rotate as the game goes on. Forward to Morris, onto the right to Charles. They're trying to find Morris, but blocked. Charles was passing, I think, not helping him today so far in this game. This ball goes back into defence and back to Allen. Getting jeered by some of the away fans that have made the long journey up here, but with a short pass out to King and then back to Allen. Some applause from a couple of the fans here as he gives it back into defence on the other side. Dan Myers launching it long. Tried to head it on, but over top of everyone, and in the end, Owen will just, I think, took a little deflection on his chest and go through to Townsend. 3 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0 here between Morpeth and Stocksbridge Park Steels. We will try to keep you up to date with some of the other score lines. It's a loose pass there from Smythe, that's given it there to Hancock, so they've got a chance to go forward here. The ball's with Gordon, moving out, getting it out towards the right. We're held up by here by James, puts the cross in. It's a good looking cross, and it's a good header away by Owen. Will go out for a corner kick, our first corner of the game. So, actually, I think he might be going for a throw. It's very close to that corner flag on our right hand side. It will be a throw with Evans to take. Looking to get it taken. It's still with Evans as he throws it back eventually to Henderson. Yeah, to right. Some nice passing here from Morpeth. The crossing left footed ball headed away by Eagledon. Put back into the box. Oh, it's Eagledon again who gets it away, and now Stocksbridge have a chance to break as Morris, deceptive pace going down the right wing. Morris has got two men on him trying to get it forward to Wilkinson, but well blocked. Wilkinson will get a foot onto it, so he cycles into midfield, headed away though by Dowling, only back to O'Connor as some passing between the midfield trio. Gets it out to Jagielka, first time pass to Deakin. Pass looking for Jagielka, it's a good idea, but just a bit too hit and goes out for a goal kick. Jagielka is looking very bright in the early moments of this game. I think he's a bit sheepish when you mention it, but obviously his dad is the Sheffield United legend Phil Jagielka, who was the centre-back for them for many, many years, before going on to Everton and eventually England international. Ball out in defence. Ball long. And then headed on well, but a bit of coming together, and no free kick given, surprisingly. Coming over between Owen and Hancock there. I did expect a free kick on there, but nothing given. Will be a throw for Morpeth. There's a lot to get laid down on the right here. Pass in the middle is cut out by Owen. He'll clear away. Wilkinson in the chest. Myers doesn't get that right and doesn't go right, and then he's clattered into by Holvey, and that will be a free kick on the edge of the centre circle. I think it's too early for a card to be handed out. I think later on in the game it could well have been a yellow, just due to the opportunity that could have been created from it. Well, won't be one on this occasion. Goal in the South Yorkshire Derby in the NCL Division 1. Aversley record 1-0 down to Armthorpe Welfare. Harley McCormack has scored. Very central, this free kick from Turner, who took it a few yards ahead of the centre circle. Puts it into the middle. He's looking for Wilson, who got something onto it, and it will be a goal kick. It's a nice idea for the free kick, and Wilson did well to get something on it, but it went harmlessly wide of the goal in the air. So the ball currently back with Isaac Allen. He launches it long as all right. And it looks like Bellado was about to bring that down quite nicely, but it just goes out. Will be a throw deep for the Steels though. Morpeth will look to keep them pressed in this corner and try and force a mistake. Deep and Townsend shouting orders as I think Alfie just drops deeper to try and see if they can help counter it. Ball is forward and hooked away by Dowling, head away by Ingledon, and then O'Connor get it, launch it forward. Can Morris get the right side? No, the ball's going to drift too far to the right of him, and Holvey will pick it up. He's been forced backwards by Morris though, and he doesn't look too comfortable there. And Morris got a foot in. The ball will end up going back to Allen, but Joel Holvey did not like being pressed in that left back position. It's good pressing by Morris. Obviously fell nicely for Morpeth though, going back to Isaac Allen. As Morpeth happy to pass it from the back here. It's a 3G pitch at Craig Park, so we're expecting a bit more football than you might expect in, well, November from a northeastern football ground. Some of the pitches up here are already starting to deteriorate. But not here on this 3G surface as Morpeth had it back in defence. As they just on the ball and back to Allen, being pressed. Not a great touch there, but he took it wide over Jagielka, who was pressing. Ball launched forward, and it's a looping ball forward. Townsend, well after his goal, has to head that away, and it will go out for a throw-in. And Stocksbridge don't like those balls over the top, and again it caused a bit of panic in between Ingledon and Owen. Ball quickly taken to Hancocks and back onto the left. Pressing and keeping in shape, but they've just found a little way through it here. Sideways to Hancocks here. Opens up shot, blocked. Goes back here to Evans. Evans just slows it down. Out to the right now here to James. Looking for the overlap here with Evans, but it's going to end up going out for a goal kick. There was some appeals for a corner, but it's not going to be given. Back with Townsend now, who hasn't had a clean sheet for a while now, so he'll be desperate to get back to that. Ball going long. Townsend's being jeered by the fans behind him. We know he actually quite enjoys it when that happens, so the ball's going to go right back to Townsend, who will take it short here, out to the right to Ingledon. Ingledon forward to Turner, out to right, and they've lost the ball. Stocksbridge in a good position for Morpeth. Ball flipped into the box. It will be a free kick here for Morpeth, not far from the edge of the area on that left hand side. I'd say about 25 yards out on sort of parallel with the corner of the box. Just chance for Morpeth to see what they can do from the set piece. Oh, Julie Hodgson is saying, come on Jags, let's have a goal. Plenty of players have gone up. Josh King is one I'm just keeping an eye on, as well as Jeff Henderson, who has scored against Stocksbridge before. The last time this game was played at Craig Park in 2018, Jeff Henderson scored what would be the winner on the 17th minute. Here comes the left of the ball. He's looking for the far post. It's over everyone and out for a goal kick. 11 minutes gone in this game. It is still 0-0. As Townsend bursts it that way here on Remembrance Day evening. Had a little drift of rain come into the stand, but looks like we should have hopefully stopped for now. All going forward, looking forward. Turn. Henderson went over the back rim. Nothing's given for that, despite some appeals. And then back to Charles, who just launches it away. It's one that King will have to deal with. It's an awkward bouncer that Jaggy Elcroft almost gets himself in on, and it's O'Connor gets the next header, but then it's Dowling who gets it away, and only back to Charles, trying to get it down the channel to Morris. Back in the middle to Turner. Turner forwards, and one-touch passing here. Turner getting out to the right, appeal offside, and I think that's the correct decision as the flag goes up. Actually, Alex O'Connor who drifted onto that right wing position. Ball currently back here with King, defence. Being pressed by Wilkinson, but it's a soft press, and ball launched up, headed away by Smythe. And it will be throwing for the home team. Play quickly taken, back out to King, and all the way back to Allen. A very young looking goalkeeper, Isaac Allen is. As ball goes all the way through the window and bounces, and Eagledon takes it under control, gets it out towards Morris, has to drop deep to get it, and he'll lose it there, but then gets it back off Billy Gordon. Back to Eagledon, whose ball forward deflects, and he deflects really nicely to Alex O'Connor. O'Connor with a bit of space, he wants something on the left, he gets Smythe, he has to go back to pass that to Smythe. Gets it forward, he's looking for Jagielka. Jagielka takes down, gets a push in the back. It's a free kick the other way. Handball on Jagielka is what it's saying. I was wondering if he was going to give that for a dive, because it was definitely not a penalty if you were thinking that. There was not enough contact there, but the handball is what's given. So back with Allen here. 13 minutes gone. Ball going forward here. And then headed away by Owen. Will go out of play. Back to Evans, puts the ball into the box, and Morpeth got the connection on there from a header, but it just loops and into Townsend's arms. Takes his time with Townsend as Steele, I think, needed to get used to this surface. Obviously normally used to the grass pitch back at Brackenmore. Used to the carpet at Hensford from Tunis. Smythe wins the ball high up the pitch. Smythe in the middle to Wilkinson. Wilson, good turn, gets it out towards Jagielka. It's just a bit overhit for Jagielka, who can't, well, he had kept it in, but the off-tie flag going up, and I think again that was the right call from our linesman on the opposite side. Frustratingly nowadays, they give us assistant 1 and assistant 2 rather than red flag and yellow flag. So we never, no, that's every team sheet in fairness, that's even ours at the standard one, so that's not yours. We'll talk about the manager one later. Because we had some interesting news coming from our manager team sheet, which we'll discuss in the next time we have a break in play. And it seems to be the standard across the league now to give assistant referee an assist 1 and assistant 2 rather than the colours of the flags, and that is, well, it's frustrating as the rain's coming down here, as Charles have intercepted the ball that would have gone into the box if not, and it's a counter-attack to Morris. Morris just struggles to get it under his feet for a second. Moving inside, looking for a shot. He's going to go for himself. Takes a shot. Well saved. Right at Allen in the end. You have to pat it down to catch. Couldn't blame Morris for having a go himself. He's confident that's 6 goals this season. As Dowling forced to get it back into defence. Out to the right to Evans. As Jagielka presses. Wilson will continue presses. It goes into defence. Wilson causing all problems, and that, yeah, he looked like he'd won it for a second, but I think just a bit too much contact onto the back of the defender, and it is a foul. The ball will now be back with Isaac Allen. On foot welfare have gone 2-0 up on Eversley Rec. Alfie Charlotte has scored to double the lead for the Doncaster side. Ball going long. Launch long, and Smythe will have to just head that out. It'll be a corner kick, and out of really nothing there for Morpeth. Just a long ball down, and Smythe, only way he could deal with that is to head it out for a corner. Mitch Hancock will go over to take this set piece as the rain comes down. I've been joined here by chairman of the committee members behind me, which is I'm absolutely delighted. It's going to be amazing, isn't it? Morpeth have crowded everyone in the 6-yard area. Trying to make sure Ben Townsend can't really move away. Ball looking for the far post. Townsend can't get to it. It's headed back across the goal into the right side. Morpeth get it back. Hancock's left-footed ball again to the far side. Headed into the 6-yard area. It's flicked down in the box. Stocksbridge haven't cleared it just about yet. It will end up ricocheting and Charles will keep it before he clears it away. We'll go all the way back to Holvey here. Goes forward onto the left wing. Not the greatest control, but was a challenge for it, and then eventually will lose the ball, and Charlesworth gets it into the middle here, and O'Connor will have a chance to get free. He's got space to move into in front of him. Out wide here to Smythe. Smythe holding it up, ball over the top, looking for the run of Jagielka. Looks like it'll be covered by Evans here, as Jagielka continues to fight Evans as it goes into the corner flag, and he gets help and then passed out to the right, and then eventually passed it forward. Stockbridge almost win it back, but then retained by Evans. Ball going long, brought down here before Turner wins it back. We'll send it back to Iggleton, just gets it out his feet to Charlesworth on the right. Stocksbridge pushing forward. Here comes Charlesworth. In the middle to Morris, who's dropped it. Back out to the right to Turner, now Charlesworth. Back to Turner, ball knocked over the top here. Look for Morris. Can Morris do anything to recycle it? I don't think it stayed in. Nope, it did not. It will be a goal kick. So we'll talk about this team sheet here. We had a little bit of a surprise when we looked at this team sheet. We looked reading through and we saw the manager. It was down as a certain Chris Hilton. Now Chris Hilton has been here before. He was the manager the last time Stocksbridge made the visit to Morpeth Town in 2018. Resigned in 2021 though. But we won't bring it up too much to embarrass our media people here at Morpeth. Whether he's applied or not, I don't know. For the currently vacant job currently being filled in by interim Jordan Lemon and Mark Fretwell. Holvey's picked up the ball deep and he will get the ball forward. He's looking for the run here of Gordon, who was trying to just peel away from Charles. I think in the end it'll go out for a throw-in. So there's a goal over at Hensford today. It's 1-0 to Hensford. Don McHale has scored to put the Pitmen ahead against Hyde. And Athersley Rec have got one back against Armthorpe. Kane Rees has scored for the Barnsley side. So well, Charlesworth will launch it forward, but Morpeth get back, but then it bounces right into Morris, who tries to get on the right side. Bit of wrestling over there. Both teams want it. Will end up being a Morpeth throw-in on the halfway line. 19 minutes gone, it's 0-0 here. Stocksbridge looking for their first goal for 3 league matches. The last match in the league was 3 weeks ago, that 2-2 away at Hyde. Curtis Turner scored that one, but it's Morpeth on the ball at the moment as it goes back to Dowling. Tries to switch it, but gets it all wrong. It loops and goes out for a throw-in. Will get the ball back. Quite a loud air horn to the writers, and it's not the most enjoyable thing to listen to, but it's. I assumed that was Morpeth because I don't think we had one. So we don't know whose it belongs to, but if it's on our coach, I'm breaking it on the way down again. As the ball's head back, Wilson just can't get into it, he has to get back. Turner tries to get forward, it goes to Jagielka. Little turn trying to get past, escaping from Evans, and nothing forgiven. I thought it could be a free kick for nibbling on the ankle, but I think Jagielka staying up helped that go on. Wilson, lovely little skill to Turner. Turner ball low, but cleared away. Wilson trying to get onto that, but will be gathered by Morpeth, who clear that way, but it's gone out of play before he clears it. Stocksbridge will keep the pressure on through the throw-in. Ball back here with Smythe for the throw into Deakin, back to Smythe. One touch pass here to Jagielka, who's trying to turn, but it's going to go out. It's going to be another Stocksbridge throw in. 21 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Steele's looking to take the lead. Smythe trying to get it into the box where for Turner's run. Turner gets the first touch. Can he get the second to keep it in? No, he can't. Goes over a goal kick. It's a nice idea from the throw-in. You can see what they wanted to do, but just bounced a bit too much off Turner, and it will be a goal kick for Morpeth.
Come on, Morpeth!
Ball back with Allen now for the goal kick. Launching it forward, right-footed from Allen. Put away by Eagledon, and Jagielka brought it down well, but ends up just giving it to Jeff Henderson there, who's being forced backwards here as Holvey just seemed to stumble as he passed the ball away. He got a bit of a push there, but I think the stumble was too far in for a foul to be given, as it's Myers who gets it forward. Eagledon will clear it away. Jagielka's going to try and contest that, but headed up into the air by King. Wilson knocks it down, and Jagielka, I think, was just waiting for it rather than going for the ball, and Morpeth able to clear. Henderson gets it out towards the right here. Evans drops deeper. Now it's James, back to Evans. Sideways to Henderson. Switching it over to left, and then Charles, he got a touch on it, thought he cut it out, and he's given the ball back away now. Back here towards to Holvey, now ball forward, and here come Morpeth forward, but then Eagledon cuts the pass out. Turner will pass it out. Now it's Deacon on it, goes sideways. Deacon continue it, forward it to Jagielka, being forced deep. Deacon, but he turns well out of pressure. Back to Turner, he's been under pressure again there from Bilardo, almost getting the ball off him, as Eagledon will send it out to the right to Charles of Stocksbridge, trying to pass it all the way out. Out to Morris, trying to get it forward, flicked on by O'Connor, but that's blocked by Holvey and will be cleared away. But Eagledon heads it right back. Neither team really stamping their authority on this one so far. Turner launch it forward, but headed away again. Seems like neither team can keep possession for more than 10 seconds at the moment. As Henderson sliding tackle, just about gets it. Looked like he might have banged on his arm as he was getting up, but the referee hasn't spotted it. There's the striding run from Dan Myers. Now over to the left-hand side, back in the middle here for Bilardo. Gets back in the left, brought down with a chest, lofted ball towards the right, but Smythe will head it away, and it will just go back again for Evans. Morpeth will start again from the back, Dowling. Ball into the middle to Hancock. The tackle went in, but Henderson recycles, gets it forward to Gordon, then back again to Dowling. Forward to Bilardo, and then out to the right hand side here. Good play here, gets it to Evans, just needs a cross. Evans low and beyond everyone, out next on to the left. Morpeth with the chance to start, takes a shot, and Morpeth scores! Look, it's Billy Gordon who's got the goal, and Morpeth are ahead. It's good play from the Highwaymen. The Steels were outdone there from a long period of possession. And the Steels, if they want to get their first win under this interim management pair, well, they're going to have to come from behind to do it. It's 1-0 to Morpeth. So, the Steels now 1-0 behind here. In Stocksbridge. Here on the 25th minute. And Steels will get the ball. Game back underway. Switched out towards Jagielka, but it's just going to loft over and go out for a throw in. Back out on the right here with Evans, who put in the ball for that goal. Launch forward. Smythe will head it away. Return forward by Evans, and brought down well here by the goal scorer Gordon, who's going to go on his own for a bit. You can see the confidence is about him now as he tries to get it out to James, but he just overhits that pass and goes out for a throw-in. But you can just tell he's got that adrenaline that only scoring a goal will give you. Warrington Town have taken the lead against FC United. Max Thompson, the scorer, while Leek have taken the lead against Ashton United. Lewis Potts, the man with that goal. So as current score lines stand, Stocksbridge will drop into the bottom 3. They'll still be ahead of Workington and Morpeth. If Morpeth go 2-0 up, they will overtake Stocksbridge in the table. As the ball goes out to Charlesworth. To Turner, back out to the right to Charlesworth. Back to Iggulden. Over to Deakin. Now Owen on the ball. Will go forward with it. Out to the left to Smythe. Smythe back to Owen. First time pass for Deakin, but it's blocked, and now Morpeth have a chance to counter-attack because they've got Bilardo going forward with it. It's a great ball here. So Bilardo takes a shot, goes past Townsend, it'll go past the post well, and there was a touch on it, will be a corner kick. Stocksbridge almost getting caught out by the counter-attack. Probably should have been 2-0 on that one. Corner kick for Morpeth, who have took the confidence from that goal. Will Dowling as the man who is got the corner here. They're right-footed in swinger. Everyone's camped in that 6-yard area again. It's about restricting Townsend from moving out of it as he tries to get in the middle, flashes across everyone again, and it will eventually go out for a throw-in, and it will be a Morpeth throw-in. Back out to right to Evans here. Throws it into Hancock, trying to get it back out onto the right, looking for the cross. Out towards King, who loops onto the far post. Awkward bounce on it, and then Charles is going to cover that as it goes out to play for a goal kick. You'd say Stocksbridge were probably edging the game before the goal, but since Morpeth scored, they've taken complete control of things. We're saying someone needs to stamp their authority on it. It was Morpeth who did that. 29 minutes gone. 1-0 to Morpeth. Not forward, back into defence, and Charles gets it back to Owen. Launching it out to the left. Jagielka trying to take it under control, and it's been won there by James. James going forward, well in by Turner though. And Smythe will collect it. Smythe will avoid one of the tackles, gets it forward to Turner. Back heel back to Smythe. Forward towards Morris. Morris trying to get it back towards Deakin, and he does in the middle. Turner back out to Smythe. Smythe will send it long, and that's just going to go back to the goalkeeper despite Wilkinson trying to get onto that. Ball back in defence here, and a bit of Alfie Wilkinson had the arm of Dan Myers there, but nothing given on that. I think advantage. Ball back in defence, and Jagielka just missed a tackle. Back with Evans. Back in the defence there for King, and then back it goes to Allen. Over into defence. Myers forward to Henderson. Spins away, back it over to King. Slick surface tonight with that fine rain coming down here in Northumberland as Morpeth Deakin blocks the ball and it goes out for a throw-in. Some goals to tell you about, quite a few to tell you about in the Northern Counties. Frickley 1-0 upon Pickering, almost Algahoro the scorer. Liversidge 1-0 upon Parkgate, Ryan Watson has scored. And Horbury 1-0 upon Wunwell, George Whittaker the scorer. The ball goes back to Myers and then gets it over to Holvey, onto the left. And then plays it forward and back from Hancock's. And then back into Henderson, who's been pressured. And forward here to Gordon, who's dropped deep here, and Morpeth building again forward. Ball almost slipped through to James there, but Stockbridge head it away, and it's out here with Jagielka. Back out to Smythe, who will launch it forward. He's looking for Wilkinson, who's trying to hold the ball up top. Hold on to it. He's going to go out for a Morpeth throw-in. Come off the Chester Wilkinson last. Myers here. Forward and back and out to King. Back into defence here with Myers, who will dribble out of pressure here with Dowling, and out to the left to Holvey, and his pass forward is blocked by Morris, and it will be a Morpeth throw-in. Ball's going to go all the way back to Allen. He'll launch it long. I think there was a foul though as it went back, and it will be a free kick back to Morpeth. Allen will get a second chance to kick this away. 31 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Highwaymen. Hello, Jason Croft going, come on, Steele. We need a bit of encouragement at this point with scoreline 1-0 down. Morpeth definitely had more of the ball since the goal as well. Back to Allen. Goes forward, and Iggulden will head it away. Returning to the middle. Onto pass, but then cut out by Deakin. Back it will go to Owen. Owen not entirely sure what he wants to do with it. Goes sideways to Smythe. Forward here to Jagielka. Jagielka gets a shove over there, but nothing is given for that, and then Turner will win the ball back. I think Townsend was the one shouting for the free kick. Back to Smythe. Forward to Jagielka. Turner's got a little knock on his ankle, and it will be a free kick. See a free kick just inside their own half on the left, close to the touchline. Barnsley are 2-0 down to Lincoln City. Collins has scored the latest goal for the Imps. Smythe will get the ball forward. He's looking for Morris, but just going to loft over harmlessly to the keeper. Stocksbridge, I think, have had their dent in confidence now, and they're not entirely sure what to do at the moment. Allen will take his time with it. Ball forward, and Iggulden sliced that as he got it, could go out, but Smythe will recover. Gets it forward, and Turner just gets it down, but it feels for handball from there as it goes out to Iggulden, who gets a shunt at the side as he did that, and there will be no free kick given. Stocksbridge trying to build from the right. Turner out to the right to Charlesworth. Forward to O'Connor, tried to turn out of trouble, but will be covered by Holvey, and O'Connor's doing well, therefore it goes out for a throw-in. I think there's a bit of afters there that the referee's not too happy about, and he's going to have a bit of a telling off. Chesterfield are 1-0 up against Liverpool under-21s. Hobson has scored. As Morpeth have won the ball back, and they've got some space to work with as they get it out towards James. Back to goal, passes it back into defence. Doctor's will be able to get the players back. Pass into the middle. It's actually ended up being a really nice idea to James and Henderson. And the passing into space is working for Morpeth as they're finding the man each and every time. Cutting on the inside. Now James back on the ball. Takes a shot, takes a little deflection, and will be another corner. We are 10 minutes from the half-time break, but it seems like Stocksbridge would quite like that right now. Still struggling really to get hold of the ball at all since conceding. It's filled Morpeth with all the confidence they need. Chesterfield 2-0 upon Liverpool under-21s. Duffy has scored. As the rain keeps on pouring down, we've had a few games cancelled elsewhere. Has the right foot of the ball, going towards the near post, headed on, goes underneath, and it's 2-0 to Morpeth. Trying to see who got the flick on there, but he was unmarked at the near post at the edge of the 6-yard area. And it's Luke James who got the flick on, and the Steels are 2-0 down here, and what's quickly becoming a nightmare journey to the northeast.
Come on, Morpeth!
And well, Stocksbridge 2-0 down, looking set for their 4th defeat in a row as things continue. Ball back in midfield to Turner. It has been coming. Stocksbridge have not really seen much of the ball since going 1-0 down, so 2-0 is not too much of a surprise. Ball back into the middle with Turner, who will now distribute it over to Owen. Forward to Jagielka. Back to Owen. And then back from Turner to Owen. Stocksbridge, good ball, but then Owen just passes it out of play, and this is a side bereft of confidence right now. Doncaster Rovers have equalised against Bradford City. Gibson has scored. Ball back with Evans now. Throwing the ball down long. Headed on, we'll go out to play. There'll be a throw-in. Evans will get it as Morpeth will try and see if he can make it free before the break. With 37 minutes gone in the game, 2-0 to Morpeth. Last time we visited a great part, we're 2-0 down in the first half. We finished 2-1 to Morpeth in that game. Luke Mangan got a late, what ended up just being a consolation goal. As the ball's been won here by Charles, then he got a throw in after it. Stocksbridge will just need something, I think. I think even if you end up losing this game, which would be still really bad for the table. Right now, this goal line means that Stocksbridge will drop into the bottom two, only ahead of Workington. And Morpeth climb out of the almost out of the relegation zone. I'll launch long. We'll go back to Townsend. Takes it down. Right-footed. Goes long and headed away. Owen will return it, launch forward, and it's just going to bounce awkwardly before it easily goes into the hands of Isaac Allen. Launched out here, headed away though by Eagleton, and Turner spins way out of trouble quite well, and then out to the left to Smythe. Smythe holding it up. Forward to O'Connor, who then immediately meets some pressure and just about gets it away from Billy Gordon, but now it's out to Charles, who was forward. His pass forward is blocked, and will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. So Allcroft, come on, I'll pledge first round on me if they bring it back. It's a big ask here, away on the road to Morpeth. It's the first time Stocksbridge have been two behind it since Saturday. As Morpeth on the counter-attack. And Hancock's there, controls it well, back onto the left here, and here comes across low and controlled by Hancock, but goes to the edge of the area now. Stocksbridge could get a counter-attack going through Deakin, back into midfield to Turner, forward to Smythe, who will carry it forward now. Smythe out towards Jagielka. Jagielka trying to move into the middle. Jagielka in the middle to Deakin, loses the ball, and Morpeth have it back, and they're going to get it all the way forward to Ballard, who's holding up the ball really well here, and then out towards the left. And just seems like Morpeth know exactly what they're doing with the ball, whereas Stocksbridge don't at the moment. Back to King now. Out into defence for Myers. And now over to Holvey. Going forward, and here they come Morpeth again, and this time Charlesworth gets a foot in and will take the ball away. Charlesworth taking his time here. No one's pressing him, but no one's giving him an option either. Out to the right to Morris. Back to Charlesworth. Launch long. Looking for Wilkinson. Awkward bouncing ball before it's cleared away in the end. Help from King. Long as out, the offside flag goes up. Stocksbridge will get a free kick. Steel's 2-0 down here. 40 minutes gone. Hensford a 2-0 up on Hyde. Josh Laverty, the scorer. Stocksbridge trying to get the ball down the right, and in the end it'll go out for a throw-in actually for Stocksbridge. I didn't expect that to see to our way. As the rain continues to pour. All back with Charlesworth for the throw-in. Forward to Morris, who holds the ball up, trying to get it to right, but goes behind the man, and it will go out for a throw-in, and that takes any hope of an attack on that one. Back with Holvey for the throw-in. Ball forward into the middle. Deakin knocks it forward, headed away. Goes over the top, and Jagielka can't get to it, and now here comes Morpeth. Could they make it free before the break as they go forward? Evans into the middle, sit through, and then unable to control it with Luke James. Stocksbridge get it through. O'Connor out to the right to Morris. Morris trying to beat his man here. Doesn't beat Holvey, but he manages to cut on the inside, and then a pass right to Will Dowling of Morpeth. That's not one of his players. And now Morpeth will get the ball back. Ball forward, well cut out by Turner. Outright to Charlesworth. Charlesworth taking the control. Ball forward here. Going to Wilkinson. Back out to the right here. Morpeth trying to make their way through here into the middle as Morris is forced backwards here. Turns and breaks well, Morris. Morris slipped through to Wilkinson. Morris gets tripped and nothing given as he goes down towards the edge of the area. Goes out for a goal kick. That's a big decision by the referee. Nothing given for that one. Will remain 2-0 to Morpeth. A goal kick for the home side. 42 minutes gone. Back now with keeper Allen. Ball going long. Launched over everyone's head. Ball go around, and that will be a free kick to Morpeth as Hancock's is dragged down by Smythe. A daft one to give away considering it was going over the top of everyone. And this is a chance for Morpeth to make it free before the break. Hanlon's put Doncaster ahead against Bradford City 2-1 at the Eco Power Stadium. Will Dowling and Rich Hancock's are the ones standing over the ball at the moment. Plenty of options on the far side. Ball right footed, looking for that far post and headed up in the air. It's not away yet, and it's Smythe who's the one who does get the header away. But Stocksbridge can't get to the ball, and it will be going back in soon as Gordon tries to go left side, but the tackle goes in, throw in to Morpeth. Back out for the left. Throw into the middle by Holvey. Looking for the ball into the box. Right footed into the box. Goes over everyone's head. Will go out for a goal kick. There'll be one for Townsend Stake. We're getting close to the end of the first half here. Stocksbridge had a bright start, but since conceding, they've not been at the races. And it's all been Morpeth since. They need an injection of confidence from something. Right now, you just don't know where it's coming from. Townsend, ball going long. Headed away by Henderson. Right back by Charlesworth. Henderson returns it back. Bernardo puts it back into the left, and we'll go all the way back to Holvey, who just launches one up and away. Ingleton heads it back into the middle, and Deakin tries to turn, and he gets brought down, but nothing's given for that as goes forward and out to the right. With Charlesworth now, who's laying one down the channel, but sliding tackle blocks, that goes out for a throw-in. We are in, however, out of much time we're going to get. Stocksbridge almost lose the ball, but Allen can get a touch. Ball goes forward to Wilton, out to the right here, and Stocksbridge have a good opportunity here. Cross going in, across the 6-yard area, collected by Allen, and going down to the ground as he looks to time waits before the end of the first half to make sure they go in 2-0. So I can't imagine we're going to see much at a time. Ball is forward and almost goes all the way to the box. He's got a hell of a kick on him, Isaac Allen. And that is half time, and well, it's been nothing but disappointment for the Steels. After a bright start, Morpeth have come really good into this. Billy Gordon scored from a well hit strike on the left hand side of the box before a flick on header from Luke James put them 2-0 up. It's 2-0 to Morpeth Town. The Steels have a lot to do if they want anything out of this one.
Allcroft. We'll go through the teams as we get ready for kick-off here. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, one of the people that come in, both those have come in, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Wilkinson, James Morrison, Oliver Gregslike. We're also missing out today after getting that knock. Game is now underway, so we will just start the bench. Connor Smythe, Jack DeGruchy, Sam Kay, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Just as we get a flight going over. At home to Bottisford, O'Kara Simmons has scored in Answorth, also 1-0 down. Lewis Sugden has scored. As the ball goes, I think the wind just took it away to the right, but Hyde will remain on the ball. It's Tom Pratt, gets through Turner, gets it onto this right-hand side, back into the midfield, though it goes to Scanlon, who's dropped deep. Now to Rawsthorne. Great horizontal ball goes clear, Townsend saves it. It will look like it might have just snuck underneath him. It's a great save from Ben Townsend. It's the first big chance of the game, and Townsend was equal to it. Ball forward from Townsend. Looking to get it to Morris, but he just can't ghost it like he wanted to. Hall claims, cleared away, and then Iggulden's just mistracked the ball, and Townsend's made another great save! They tried to... The ball is on the right-hand side for this throw-in from Pratt, gets it down to Rawsthorne, who likes peeling off to the wing. Something we saw from on Tuesday night, but Stocksbridge have tackled clear. Morris, lovely little back heel, gets him out of a bit of pressure, but then a brilliant sliding tackle from Fernley. Gets ball over the top, and it's here's a chance, and it's love, and then the leg of Townsend saves again. Ben Townsend having an amazing game so far. Ball launched forward, headed out to the left wing. Townsend's not happy that Stocksbridge have lost that header. And then coming forward is Scanlon, out onto the left, and the ball's looking back for Scanlon again. There's another chance here, and he goes past Townsend, and this time it's over the bar. They beat Townsend on this occasion, but they beat the woodwork too. Curtis Turner, it's actually very close to the corner of the box. I don't think he'll be taking a shot from here, but we've seen him swing him in from a bit further out. So maybe he'll see this as an ideal opportunity. He did score the equaliser on Tuesday night, and today he does become Stocksbridge's second most appearance player, overtaking the legend that is Gary Hurlston. Here comes the effort, gets blocked by the wall. Tinker will take it. Tinker takes a shot, and well, Tinker, who scored, Tinker gets it onto Deakin, who brings it down, volleys it forward towards Wilkinson, headed away, and it's going to be raced onto now by O'Connor, who had a bit of space down the right, but instead it's just going to bring it back and give it back to Jordan Lemon, who takes the touch on it. He beats one man, Jordan Lemon, takes a shot, not thought, oh, what a goal! It's Jordan Lemon! It's only his fourth ever goal for Stocksbridge. He hasn't scored since he scored against Sheffield FC. 3 years ago, that is. And it's Jordan Lemon who has scored for the Steels. Who would have thought that? The right back with a long-range effort. Ball goes forward. Tinker heads away into midfield, but only back to Hyde, and then Rawsthorne. It's a really good ball that finds Pratt with plenty of space. With Pratt continuing, trying to play the ball into the middle, gets a man in the box, back to goal, lays off to right, a bit ahead of Pratt, Pratt still gets it, over into the middle, header blocked, and then here comes Jones Griffiths, blocked again, Lemon with the block, it will go out for a corner. The goal, yes, you heard that right. Only his fourth goal in 8 years, well 6 years being for the Steels, as Gregslike just got it, moves into the box, takes a strike, it's a well hit strike, but Mersin is able to save well to his left. Finchley. George Nunn has scored as Lemon tries to get the ball forward, but it is blocked, and Hyde will have it back in the defence with Thompson, who hooks it away. Back with Tinker though, who's going to try and use the left hand side. It's at Deakin, his touch takes him a bit behind, he just spins round and faces the goal now. Now to Gregslike on the left, Deakin's the overlapping option, Gregslike wants to move it onto his right, in the middle to Tinker, forward to Morris, takes a snapshot from turning, but it will be fairly easy for Mersin. Campion had taken a 2-goal lead against Penchurch through Ian Gregson, but then Sam Scrivens, who made one appearance for Stocksbridge, has got one back for Penistone. As O'Connor lost one over the top, Gregslike might get onto this, he gets a touch, but then Mersin with a key save. Takes it long now, Mersin, over into the centre, like headed on. Rawsthorne chases it down, but then Turner wins the ball. sends it forward, and Morris could get onto it before McMahon has to just hook it away. Wilkinson looks to bring it down. Tries to get it down to the right, but then it's Hyde intercepts, and now there's a counter. It's Tom Pratt. Pratt with loads of space on this right wing. Continuing on it, facing up with Tinker, puts an early cross in, brought down, shot, in its height at Townsend. One enough power in it, and that's going to be end of the first half here. Given the okay by referee James Owen. As the sun just comes out at the right time. Ball into the middle, header from Deakin, it's cleared off the line. Wilkinson's trying to get to it, back to Deakin. Right-footed ball, looking for that far post, headed away, goes to O'Connor, strikes it, and it's under the legs, and it's off, he's got bundled in! I think we're going to give that as an Alex O'Connor goal, though it might well be an own goal, to be honest. It's 2-0, and I think that sun that came out did in fact come out to help Stocksbridge, and it goes in just as the ball has crossed the line. Steelers lead 2-0. Fernley, who's been brilliant, Fernley, today, he's going to be especially irritated because his performance doesn't deserve losing 2-0. And then Scanlon, launch ball gets past Turner, and then Sun comes out again. And throw to Jones Griffiths, who gets control, takes a strike, great save, and then Bell somehow puts it over. Townsend's crediting Eagledon for helping him out there with the pressure on Bell, but that should be 2-1 and Hyde back into it. Evades a tackle there from Scanlon, could have gone over that and got a free kick. Now lays it off for Tinker. Tinker over out to the left to Wilkinson. Back to Tinker. Ball forward. Good touch by Morris, and it's a really touch on to the left. It's forward, look for Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it back into the middle, and it goes to Deakin, who's got his back to goal, can't do anything. Back to O'Connor, takes another strike. This one's well over. He leans back too far, and it should have really been 3-0 on that one. So, McMahon steps up, left-footed shot, blocked by the wall. Back for Fernley, takes a shot, blocked by Tinker, and then cleared away. Gresham brings it out. We might end up helping Hyde with his touch. Hooked away into the forward, brought down by Duxbury, lays it off for Bell. Bell then tries to get it out to the left. I think they're appealing for a corner, and that is what it's going to be given. With Hyde. Forcing the patient players. Taylor Mann looks for the switch, and it's, well, it looked like a good switch and for the touch there from Scanlon, but then Tinker ain't cleared it really particularly well, and Hyde have got it back. Scanlon, Wilkinson battling for it, and they have to put it back into Pratt, who cuts in diagonally. Over to Pratt, again out into the right. Ball into the middle, brought down on the edge of the area. Back from Pratt, shot, wide. But you are our host today. And
we were saying we played much better on Tuesday, much better today than we did on Tuesday.
That's just football, isn't it? Just say Hyde probably played better today than they have on Tuesday night, but that's how it goes. And now Morris has brought the ball down. Watson's making the run. Morris is going on his own. He's trying to beat the man, takes a shot. It's wide of the goal. It took a deflection actually, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Steels. Can that Sun come back out, please? Steps in, clears it away. Trying to make it to Watson, and then it does get through to Watson after Scanlon couldn't get control. Watson lays it through, and now O'Connor comes through. It's a great ball. Here comes O'Connor. Can he get it to Morris? He does get it to Morris. Morris goes through. He beats one man, takes a bit of a touch, takes a strike. Well saved. Morris, can he get back to it? No, it's going to be Turner. Gets it back. Now Turner takes a strike. What? The goal from Curtis Turner! He scored on Tuesday. He scored on Saturday, and that one was even better than Tuesday night. It's a stunner from Curtis Turner, and it looks like Stocksbridge, for the first time in their history, will be in the second round of the FA Trophy. 3-0 here at Hyde United, and what a goal from Curtis Turner. Marshall wants the throw in to Stocksbridge, and it is going to be given. Stocksbridge just wait. Well, actually, nothing ever got given by anyone. Marshall just took it, and we carried on. You know, I did see that once in the Austrian league where they scored from it. And his Bell's taking a long-range shot, and it goes high and wide. Distracted by Sunderland scoring in the last minute. Here comes across him, doesn't make it past the first man. Cale head away. Marshall heads it on, and Watson will have a chance to count again. Watson with pace. Marshall's breaking through, but Watson's not going to go for it. But instead, he's going to continue on his own. Now he lays through Morris. Morris takes a touch, takes a shot. It's just wide. It could have been the cherry on top of the cake, but instead, it's just inches wide of the far post. It remains 3-0. And that will be the last kick of the game. It was a shot just wide last time on Tuesday night, but the result is much different. The Steels, who arguably played worse for quite a bit of time on Tuesday night, have come away 3-0 winners, and they will be in the FA Trophy for the first time in their history. The second round of the FA Trophy, that is. Goals coming. Stocksbridge Park, we'll go through the teams as we get ready for kick-off here. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, one of the people that come in, both those have come in, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Wilkinson, James Morrison, Oliver Gregg, likely we're also missing out today after getting that knock. Game is now underway, so we will just start the bench. Connor Smythe, Jack DeGruchy, Sam Kay, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Just as we get a flight going over. At home to Bottisford, O'Kara Simmons has scored in Answorth, also 1-0 down. Lewis Sugden has scored. As the ball goes, I think the wind just took it away to the right, but Hyde will remain on the ball. It's Tom Pratt, gets through Turner, gets it onto this right-hand side, back into the midfield, though it goes to Scanlon, who's dropped deep. Now to Rawsthorne. Great horizontal ball goes clear, Townsend saves it. It will look like it might have just snuck underneath him. It's a great save from Ben Townsend. It's the first big chance of the game and Townsend was equal to it. Ball forward from Townsend, looking to get it to Morris, but he just can't ghost it like he wanted to. Hall claims, cleared away, and then Iggulden's just mistracked the ball, and Townsend's made another great save. They tried to... Ball is on the right-hand side for this throw-in from Pratt, gets it down to Rawsthorne, who likes peeling off to the wing. Something we saw from on Tuesday night, but Stocksbridge have tackle clear. Morris, lovely little back heel, gets him out of a bit of pressure, but then a brilliant sliding tackle from Fernley. Gets ball over the top, and here's a chance, and it's low, and then the leg of Townsend saves again. Ben Townsend having an amazing game so far. Ball launched forward, headed out to the left wing. Townsend's not happy that Stocksbridge have lost that header. And then coming forward is Scanlon, out onto the left, and the ball's looking back for Scanlon.
Hello and welcome back to Craig Park for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Morpeth Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. It is 2-0 to Morpeth. Goals here from Billy Gordon and Luke James, the difference. Steels have really been all at sea since going 1-0 behind, and it could have easily been 3 or 4 by the end, to be honest, with the way Morpeth kept all the ball. Morpeth will start the game shortly. As the Steels will look to see if they can stage an unlikely comeback.
Come on, man! Come on, Morpeth!
Who have been steadily improving the performances under John Lemon, have reverted to what they were in that first Lemon game against Workington. The game is now underway. For the second half, it's Morpeth are in the amber and black shirts, striped shirts, black shorts, black socks, kicking from right to left. While Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the claret shirts, claret shorts, claret socks with a sky blue trim, kicking from left to right. It's a throw in here for Morpeth on the left hand side. Warrington Town, by the way, 2-0 up against FC United. Now Watson has scored. Kind of just cleared the ball away. We'll go through the teams for you now. So for Morpeth, there's no change at the break for either team. So for Morpeth, it's Isaac Allen in goal, then Rhys Evans, Joel Holvey, Dan Myers, Jeff Henderson, Josh King, Luke James, Will Dowling, Billy Gordon, Mitch Hancock and Nick Ballada. The bench is Josh Robson, Aaron Chung, Frankie Colson, Dom De Santos Martins and Nathan Buddle. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, James Morris, Alfie Wilson and Zach Jagielka. The bench is Sam Kay, Mikey Roxburgh, Jack DeGrucci, Jack Tinker and Tommy Marshall. I suspect we're going to see a few of those attacking options come on at some point in this half to try and rescue this match. Liverpool have equalised in the last minute against Chesterfield, the under-21 team. That is Gordon, the scorer. As the ball has gone forward, but it's a foul on Owen and Stocksbridge. He will get a free kick. Townsend will take this one. He's not far inside their own half, so Townsend will see if he can try and turn this into some sort of goal or a chance. Oh, to the right. Owen heads it back in the middle, takes a massive block, and I think the offside flag was up on Elliot, so meaning it wouldn't mean a goal even if it had been converted. One well, by the way, they equalised against Horbury. Jack Wilson, the scorer. Anza for 1-0 from Ross and Jermaine from Mitchelton, and it's Wallerton has put Luttich 2-0 up against Hartgate. Forward, headed to the side. Morris tries to get it back, and then Eagledon will return it. Nice well touched by Wilson, trying to get the ball forward, and it's blocked by Myers, and Myers will now take it out to the left, sends it down the channel, and out to play it'll go for a throw-in. Oh, I've got one committee member, I ain't got Graham going in the back of me and waiting for me to make any mistake. Forward, head away and cleared away by Morpeth, brought down by Bellardo. Nice turn by Bellardo as Eagledon has to keep track of him. Out to the right, it's beyond James, but he will chase it down, and it looks like he will keep it in, and he does. So this attack will continue for the home side. They could put this game beyond doubt very early on in this second half. So it's back into the midfield here. Over to Henderson, back to Myers, who will go forward with it. Goes out and then, well, I thought he used the arm there to keep it in, but then Stocksbridge clear, it will be a Morpeth throw. Started much as it ended in the first half, Morpeth having all the ball and Stocksbridge not really having much idea what to do about it. On the right hand side, Reece Evans taking this throw in. Down the right, trying to get the ball in, takes a little block and it will go out, but didn't come off the Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge will get the ball back. So, well, Townsend originally thought like he was going to take it, instead he switched it over to his other side, getting G'd up by the fans behind him. Ball sent forward and it'll be over top of everyone and then head away into the fence, and then O'Connor tries to get it to attack but collected by Myers, and now out here to Holby, plays it upfield out to Eagledon, who gets it forward, now back to Eagledon, forward to O'Connor, turns, switches it over to Smythe, and back to Owen. Stocksbridge trying to put the foot on the ball a bit here, but it doesn't look like they have much idea what they want to do here. Morpeth seem to know exactly how to defend it, and they've won the ball back, and they're going to burst forward here. Deakin got a foot on it, but it will go into the path here of Dowling on the right, and now comes out, Deakin slips, and that allows them to advance further as it goes over here to Hancock. Hancock chips the ball in, and it's a free man, but then Owen gets it, volley from the right hand side, well saved Townsend, it's 3-0 to Morpeth. It's terrible defending really, no one went to clear it, and that is pretty much game over already in this one. It's Morpeth Town 3, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. I think that goal coming from Nick Bellardo. And well, it's turning into a miserable night in Northumberland for the Steels. 3-0 down, 50 minutes on the clock. And Stocksbridge will just want to get back on the coach, but we've got 40 minutes to go. Back to Charlesworth here. Back to right, and Stocksbridge, well, it's all feels done here, to be honest.
Go on, Nick!
If you want to turn this into like a gardening podcast for the next 40 minutes, I think I'd rather do that. Because I don't think we're going to see much hope in this one, if I'm being honest. 3-0 down after 50 minutes. It's been not often Stocksbridge are just roundly well beaten with a very poor performance, but today's one of those days. All launched forward. Allen. Headed on by James and then returned by James after he gets it back from the ricochet. Eagledon will head it away. O'Connor gets it on. Morris tries to take it down but then returned. Eagledon can't do it, he will go out for a throw. If there's any hope for Stocksbridge, the last time we lost 3-0 was away at Belper Town back in March as Jack DeGucci prepares to come on for the Steels. And after that, Stocksbridge didn't lose again that season. They went and would finish in promotion. That was the last time we lost 3-0. So this could get worse here with 40 minutes to go. Jack DeGucci, he's going to replace Zach Jagielka. Yeah, Mark Frey was trying to put some hope in these players, but to be honest, it feels like the hope in these players went after the first goal went in. Never mind the second and the third. Townsend prepared to take this free kick. Sends it forward. Looking for Owen, headed right away by Henderson. Ball going forward, and it's a great diagonal here for Luke James. James gets it on the right, he's getting help here. Stocksbridge caught out a bit, slipped forward here, into the middle, well blocked by Turner, will go back to the right, drilled across. Townsend has to save it and then cleared away. O'Connor, a bit clumsy on the edge of the area, he's not got it away and it's ball's been blocked and it will go back here to Holvey. Holvey, ball towards the far post, headed up in the air by Owen. Will be brought down by Gordon. Ball ricochets out the right and they'll almost rescue it and they put a ball into the middle, past everyone, and Stocksbridge are just lost it in defence at the moment. They don't seem to know what to do and how to clear a ball. Curtis Turner back into defence. Owen will carry it forward. Out to the left to Smythe, ball launched long, he's looking for DeGucci but it's nowhere near him as Henderson gets it. Back it goes here to King who knocks it forward and Dowling back to the right, launch forward and looping and brought down well by Hancock, well in by O'Connor. Charlesworth will get the ball, nice touch, and then O'Connor will move out to the right. Then Charlesworth into the middle to Turner. Back to Charlesworth now. Back to Eagledon who gets it forward here to O'Connor in the middle. Some good passing here, Wilson to the right, looking for DeGucci. DeGucci's just getting shrugged off here really well. It's good physical defence by Holvey, who just pushes him away there after some nice football. 3-0 to Morpeth, 54 minutes. Back now with Allen. His time. You can't blame him as things are going as well as possibly can be for Morpeth at the moment. All forward, Owen heads it away, Deacon heads it further on, but Henderson gets it out and all forward and Owen puts it back in the middle. Back to Smythe who launches it forward, headed away. Picked up in the middle by O'Connor, back out to the left now to Turner, the deepest of the midfielders. Forward to DeGucci who turns, he's trying to make some space for himself. I think he wanted the shot but then realised where he was on the pitch and then went sideways and intercepted by Billy Gordon. Anytime you think there's a moment of brightness, a moment of good play, something happens where it's just an easy giveaway to Morpeth. Ball back to Smythe. To Owen. Over to Charlesworth. Now to Deacon. Ball out and it doesn't. Morris can't control it and then he's trying to win the ball back, but Morpeth had a chance. But Morris could have given away a free kick there. He seemed to clatter into the back of Dowling's ankles, but Dowling did stay up as Henderson launches it away. Owen will head it out. and then eventually goes out will be a Stocksbridge throw-in in Morpeth's half. 55 minutes gone, 3-0 to Morpeth. What is a miserable night in the northeast as I almost take out this bench here. I didn't realise it's not glued down. Stocksbridge trying to pass it here, Deakin, back it goes into defence, launched over the top, and that's just easy enough to deal with as it's cleared away. Back into the middle, O'Connor will head it forward, head it down, and then Henderson will clear it. Owen will track it, and Owen just covers it and tries to turn away. Launches it down and will go out for a throw-in. So not a very happy bench in front of it either. On foot welfare, 3-1 up on Aversley Rec. William Mendonca has scored. As Hyde have got one back against Hensford. Lewis Rawsford, the scorer. All with Rhys Evans for the throw-in. Trying to get it forward in the middle to Hancock. Trying to get it down the right. Owen's trying to tackle and trying to get his way out and almost turned out of it there. Deakin, but now Morpeth have won it back and calling for it on the opposite side is Billy Gordon. He's unmarked at the moment. Charles will stay deep in a central position. And now they're going to try and find him here. And it's a good looking ball, but it might just be a bit too much. No, he's done brilliantly, Gordon. Kept it in at the corner flag. Gordon trying to outfox Charles with here. Puts the cross in, looking for the far post. Diving header goes in wide of the goal. Been given as a corner. The referee seems to have think it's come off Eagledon last. I would have disagreed with that one personally, but I am. Corner kick. Will Dowling going over to take this corner again. They scored from that header on the near post last time, and Tom Charles has been summoned over by the referee Sam Ross. Not happy about something he's doing. But the thing is, it's going to be the typical corner routine of you tell off the people doing some pushing and shoving, and then they go right back to doing it as soon as the game resumes, and that's what's going to happen as the ball goes in. Headed away well there by Owen. Loop back into the box. Morris tries to head it away, and then Turner will hack that one away. Higuchi's trying to do something with it, and it's a bit clumsy, but Holvey eventually gets it and clears it away. Smythe will battle for it, and the offside flag comes up on Ballard. It goes through the back of Smythe and all. They've got it back underway very quickly here. 58 minutes gone, 3-0 to Morpeth. Ball block goes out for a throw-in. Into the middle to Owen. Out towards the left now. To Smythe gets it forward to Deakin, lay forward here to Morris trying to get it forward here. Wilkinson holding the ball up, back to Morris trying to get it through, and then it just clatters into some feet, and Jeff Henderson will bring this one away. Well in though by Turner, who continues forward. He's going to take a shot well high and wide and out of the stadium. Someone's going to have to fetch that one. I think that's just, even if we lose this one, I think Stocksbridge need to get a goal. That's just to get a bit of something about them. Just 4 games we had to go, all would be particularly bad. Ball back with Allen. Ball forward and then headed away by Smythe, headed back away again. Smythe will return into midfield, but just picked to the feet of Morpeth, who are just having as much fun as they want. The ball ricochets over the wedding marquee or the opposite side of us. Waiting for the ball to be returned here now. It's taking its time, and we have got a new ball. I think a few have flown away from the ground at this point. Liversidge 3-0 upon Parkgate. Joe Walton the scorer. Liversidge cruising, it seems, to the NCL title at this point. There's balls on the right hand side. Evans thrown into it to Henderson. Goes in the channel, then blocked here again by Morris. It will go out for another throw. Pretty much identical position. Ball launched forward. Headed back by Smythe. And Owen will head it away. Head it forward into the middle and head away by Eagleton. Brought down and launched forward now. And will be collected by King, who turns well and gets it to Henderson on that right hand side, and both done a great job keeping that ball in play as they knock it long, and Owen will just head that one away, and Degushi gets a good touch on that one on the back, but again, not close enough to Morris, and Morpeth will get the ball away. Turner's picked up in defence, and Smythe gets it forward. Tokon in the middle now, and then out to the right to Charlesworth. He's got some space to move into Charlesworth now. Here comes Charlesworth. Continuing forward with it, he's got some options to aim at, cross going in and then claimed by Allen, and it just... Allen, I think, has had every cross that's gone into the box so far. And we just got a stoppage here because there is a Morpeth player down in the centre circle. I think it might be Nick Millardo. Morpeth will send their physio on. Sam Kay preparing to come on for the Steels. Try to perform a miracle in less than half an hour. It is Nick Millardo who's currently getting treatment from the physio. And there comes a substitute. That's Sam Kay. He's going to replace Alex O'Connor.
Substitution for the visitors coming off, number 8, Alexander O'Connor, to replace by number 12, Sam Kay.
So back with Allen. And Morpeth are going to make substitution. Josh Holby's coming on. So Josh Robson will come on for Joel Holby for the home team. To Morpeth here, 63 minutes gone. As the rain comes down, and on a 3G pitch, we can't even hope for a postponement at this point. I'd say you've got more chance of it being waterlogged now than Seals coming back with on the way to the current performance. Ball goes forward from Allen now. Headed on, and Eagleton will clear it away. Forward looking for Degushi, but it goes over the top of him, and now out towards Gordon, who's dropped deep on the left hand side. We force back it will go for Myers, who's having to track all the way back and face his own goal. Back to Allen. It's a spinning ball, and it's found Gordon brilliantly. I don't think he meant it to do that, but it worked. Morpeth take the ball out to the left here. Getting pressured here, and then Cage goes a bit too much into the back room. It's a foul. Warrington Town 3-0 up on FC United. Bit of a shock scoreline happening there. Now Watson has scored again. Back with Allen. Ball going long, and it's just going to go right out and hit the. It's going to hit the turnstiles to the left of us. So Stocksbridge will get the ball back for a throw-in. 65 minutes gone. 25 minutes before. I think we can all head home. Ball forward, headed away. Over the top. Eagleton gets a foot onto it, but he gives it away. Turner wins it back though. Turner down forward, looking for Degushi, but head away. Deacon will, well, he'll let it go for Kay, and then between them, they've lost the ball to Dowling. Morris is still fighting for it, but Hancock's will get it out to the right, and well picked up. Henderson now tries to launch it over the top, and he does get that one wrong. We'll go out for a throw-in. There's a free coach journey drive back for everyone who's come up here today. I can't say I'm looking forward to that. We go back to Charlesworth. Ball forward, looking for the runner, Turner. Turner trying to get to it, and it will just end up going out to play for a goal kick. Morpeth fans undeniably very happy about what's going on today. You can't blame them after they're in some good form now after a miserable start to the season. They'll be delighted with this as they'll look to try and see if they can get out of the bottom three in the next couple of weeks and get away from this relegation battle. As Allen sends it forward. Headed backwards, and Charles tries to get it, but beaten to the ball by Gordon, but then covered away by Owen, and Smythe will clear it, but they've won it back now and high up the pitch, and it's just Stockbridge. You just can't keep it for more than 5 seconds at the moment, as then eventually Deakin does get it, cleared it away, but back with the ball at Morpeth, but they launch out for a throw-in. 67 minutes gone. I think needing even more than a miracle at this point. It's happened in football, madder things have happened, but I won't put my money on it. Smythe gets it forward, headed into the midfield. Kay trying to win it, and it's a bit of a battle in there, and back into defence. Alright, and then Stockbridge trying to win it high up, but there Morpeth come away with it in the end, cleared away. Owen will try and head it away, but he's been dragged away from it. Eagledon will then recover it, and then Owen volley into midfield, and just right back there for King, who miscontrols it. Wilton almost nips onto it, but knocked away, and then back in the midfield. Stockbridge trying to win it back, and then Turner does brilliantly there. Turner forward here, then back to Turner, back to Smythe, into the middle, go to Kay. Kay, over to Eagledon. Out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth forward here. It's a good touch here. Can he find it on the right here? DeGruchy puts across in blocks, and the steals will have a corner kick. Leek have got double their lead against Ashton United. Tunda Owalabi, the man they've just signed earlier today, has doubled their lead. So can the Steels potentially get one back from the corner kick? Maybe not as proficient from these as they were last season, but still a threat, especially with Danny Deakin on the corner. Here comes the corner, looking for the far post. Drops in the box and then volleyed away. Smythe will try to be the first onto it, but he's second to it. Billy Gordon's beat him to that ball before it goes out of play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. We're back to Turner. Back to Eagledon. Over to Townsend. Well, launched over forward and then towards the edge here, but Anderson will clear that out. Kay does well though to pick it back up, back to Charlesworth. Over to Turner. And now Smythe. It's probably the longest period of possession Stocksbridge have had in this game. Forward to Deakin. Deakin running to right diagonally. Wanted the overlap, but it won't get it, so he'll put it back in the middle to Kay. There's no willing runners at the moment. Kay's going to take shots. Well drilled, well saved. But can't blame him for having to go, and it was heading towards that bottom corner, but probably not enough speed to beat Isaac Island. As Norwich stays in the middle, rain pouring down here. Head away into the middle, Deakin tries to knock forward, Henderson blocks, Henderson will try and keep it in, but he can't do so. It will be a throw. I think they're trying to get a booking for Henderson, and Henderson, it will work! Jeff Henderson is going to get himself a booking. The first booking of the game. I think that's a bit harsh on the captain for Morpeth. Back to left, and he'll go up, and then Morpeth will get the ball back anyway. Stocksbridge just not at the races at all today. 70 minutes gone, 20 to go. A lot needs to happen for this game. Well, I've just seen the penalty shootout from the EFL Trophy. I'm going to double check that before I read it out because that one just seems a bit mad. Ball's headed out. Yes, just so to confirm, the penalty shootout for the EFL Trophy stage match between Chesterfield and Liverpool under 21s. Liverpool under 21s have won it 13-12. Absolutely mad shootout. It's more interesting than what I'm seeing in front of me, to be honest, at the moment. So, I'll talk about that a bit more. I can do the shipping forecast for you if you want, a bit like. I can get a feed for the shipping forecast. Stocksbridge just going to free kick just inside the Morpeth half. And there's going to be another yellow card as well. I don't know. It's probably rough on Dogger Bank, I imagine. But miracles can happen. As the ball goes towards the far side of the box from the free kick. A man went down in there. Iggleby got a header, but it loops and is caught by the keeper, Allen. Goes forward, and you'd say Stocksbridge have had more of the ball, but I think Morpeth are just happy to have it and just sort of rest a bit. Charles have picked up the ball well here. There's Morpeth going to the back. Eildon, good tackle. Kay though, just that hesitation from Kay, and I think that's your lack of confidence, that hesitation that happens in things like that, and that's given the ball to Morpeth in a good position. On the right hand side now, you force back. And then Stocksbridge trying to win it, and they almost did, but back into defence now, and well, going forward, and James trying to win the ball. It's a good tussle between him and Noah, but it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Liversidge now 4-0 up on Parkgate. Keelan Swales, the scorer. Smythe will launch the ball forward, headed on, and then played right up into the air. And there'll be a toss, and it's going to be a Morpeth free kick. A bit too much there from James Morris. So Morpeth will have a chance to get the ball forward into the Stocksbridge box. They haven't done it too much since they went 3-0 up, but they haven't really needed to either. I think they're just happy keeping Stocksbridge at arm's length for the rest of this game. They won't mind a fall, because the goal difference could be key at the end of the season. Ball into the middle, headed away by Turner. Deakin ends up putting it back and then headed on, forward by Hancock into the box. Bellardo back heels it, shot goes wide there. It was I believe it was from Luke James, and it would have been 4 if it hadn't been clumsy at the feet of the forward. Looks like we're going to get Morpeth substitutes. I think obviously the Stocksbridge one as well. I think Jack Tinker might be coming on soon for the Steels. Nick Bellardo, who just had that chance, he's going to be heading off. Referee's having talked to him, Charles for the moment. Frankie Coulson will be replacing him. A deserved applause from the home fans for the striker, who's scored 2 important goals in the last 2 games. And that Tinker substitution will not happen just yet. Ball forward by Townsend. Back forward, then headed on by Coulson. That's his first action, and it's a good header into the path of Gordon, and he's done well keeping the ball under some challenges. Over left to Coulson, but well read by Charles, but then it's going to go back here to Robson. Beats Kay through a 50-50. Back to Dowling, evades a tackle. Out towards the right here to James. James is going to go one-on-one with Smythe here. Going sideways here, left foot strike, takes a deflection. Will be a corner kick. know something? I will say something for you guys listening. You've stayed pretty consistent listening throughout, and the listenership hasn't actually dropped off. You guys, I don't know why. You can go do other things at this point. You don't. I don't blame him. I want to be asleep. Gordon puts a cross in. Head away by Owen, and the first to it is going to be Wilkinson. Wilkinson getting it forward, but they'll be headed away into the middle. Henderson picks it up, the long-serving Morpeth man. Switching out towards James. Gets it stuck underfoot, and then Smythe will carry it away. And pushes his man out to it, make sure he don't get it. Kay back into defence to Owen, who gets it caught under his feet. Knocks it off the Morpeth man, who almost gets the ball off him. In the middle to Turner, back into defence and to Iggulden. Charlesworth puts it forward and he's going to go into the middle. Nice pass there to Kay, at least it took it forward. Kay carrying it forward, but it turns out to the way a bit of trouble, and that goes back into defence. I might scream. Out the right to De Gruchy. But it goes to Deacon. Deacon's trying to drive forward with it. There's a man calling for the ball, but if tackle goes in, it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw in the left wing. I've just seen Rossington substitutions, and it'll be interesting for Steels fans because there's 6 players involved, only one of them's not a former Steel. 3 that come on are Alex Phillipson, Silas Valladolid-Collins and Ollie Novak. Reece Fielding, Will Sutton and Cody Pryor have gone off. Unless Will Sutton's been a player involved with at some point, which wouldn't shock me at this point. They quite like our old players, don't they? Rossington May. I don't know where they are in the table of the Northern Counties. I started to make a substitution. It's Tommy Marshall. He's going to come on for Alfie Wilkinson. So how much of this is shifting deck chairs on the Titanic? As we have, well, whether that would suit the Titanic. It wasn't the move. Mitch Hancock is also heading off for the home team. And he's going to be replaced by Dom Dos Santos Martins. We're just going to call him Martins, I think. Switched out to the right, and Iggulden will cover this, and back to Townsend. Out to the right to Charlesworth. Forward, pass forward to Morris. Nice turn by Morris. Deacon could be through if he puts in the pass, but Morris will go to the right here, looking for Marshall, but it's over it and out for a goal kick. And just a few because Deacon could have been through with a good pass to him. Three 0 to Morpeth here. We're almost in the last 10 minutes, guys. We're almost through this. It's like knowing, well, it's like kind of an injection, isn't it? You just know it's nasty, but you'll get through it and it'll be better for it at the end of the day. The ball goes forward, headed away, and clumsy one, but Turner will get it forward, and I think the referee was feeling a bit kind to us at that point as Henderson wins the ball. Forward, knocked over the top forward, James heads it on, but Iggulden will have that covered. Out into the left to Smythe, back to Owen, and then back to Townsend. Next time it for going forward. Usually just out to Charlesworth. In the middle to Kay. Out left now to Owen. Gets out to Smythe. Now Kay as Steele's trying to patiently build. I don't think they've got the time for patience, but maybe, I think it may be already done, to be honest. It goes over to Turner. Now Iggulden. Forward to Turner. Forward and De Gruchy goes sideways and to Kay. Gets out to the right, and Morris is trying to find some space. Out left to Deacon. Deacon takes a shot, takes a deflection, and it's going to be a goal kick. It's took a deflection off one of Stocksbridge's own players. And I think that kind of sums up the Steelers' own day. A nice, good-looking Deacon shot blocked by one of our own players. And, you know. Oh, dear me. Anyone planning out fun tomorrow? Because I've got a day off because of this. I'll use 2 holiday days. Back here with Alan. Ball going long. But it will be clicked by Eagledon. Forward in and back from Deacon to Owen at the left, as the Morpeth fans are having a lot of fun to the left of us, and you can't really blame them. As Owen, right football forward, look for the run of Morris, and the offside flag is up. It ain't a game without James Morris being called offside, is it really? Take your Stocksbridge bingo card now. And the Seals are going to make a substitute. Jack Tinker's making his way on. And he is going to replace Connor Smythe. There's a bit more pace on that left-hand side. It is the great debate amongst many Stocksbridge fans of whether you would play Tinker or Smythe at left back. On plenty much discussed by fans in the bar afterwards and on social media, but I think we'll get a few minutes at the end of the game. Ball going long. Owen will head it away in the middle, back into Hill before Kay just launches it up. Kept in there by Marshall. Nice touch to Morris, who gets it forward to Degruschi. Degruschi controls it, just can't. Well, doesn't get proper control, but he's almost got through to the box. Degruschi, he's pulled down, and no penalty for being pulled down on the very close to the edge of the box. I don't think it'll change the results. I'm not going to get too wound up by it. But I think the referee there will not be too happy with that decision looking back. Olsen back to Myers and back to the keeper. Getting it forward, and it's going to be out for a throw-in. Back to Townsend. Forward to Morris, who tries to head it on, and Degushi just can't get control of it. To Turner. Turner out wide here to Marshall. He's trying to get across him, but he's been blocked all the way, and then the ball in the middle is intercepted. Morpeth will try and build back. Block goes out for a Morpeth throw. Ball launched forward. Fielder will try to head it away, but Hunters eventually does flick it on. Marshall tries to in the middle for James, clears it away. Not great by Owen there. He's very clumsy, but he does get it and back to Townsend. Same time, ball goes forward here. Confirmation that all 4 sides in South Yorkshire and North Derbyshire will be in the next round of the Virtue Trophy. That's Doncaster Rovers, Barnsley, Chesterfield and Rotherham United. I think we're at a level where we care more about the Virtue Trophy about what the hell happens at the end of this game, because it's not going to be good for Stocksbridge either way. 5 minutes to go. Is the referee going to be kind and give us no out of time? That's what we're hoping for, isn't it? Ball's back with Allard here. I'm not doing an interview in the rain, we're going somewhere undercover. Back with Allen for a goal kick. Launching it long. Goes past Tinker, and Cale tries to cover it, but it will go out before latched onto by James. It'll be a Stocksbridge throw-in. There is a Harrogate, sorry, a Morpeth man down. I was just looking at Harrogate score. And we are going to need a physio work to come on. So some more goals to tell you about. Liversidge 5-0 up on Parkgate now. George Green, the former £1 million player, is scored the goal. Horbury also 2-1 up on Winwell Town. Gabriel Bojang has scored from the spot. Stocksbridge will drop to 20th after this game. As it looks like there's going to be another substitute. Aaron Chung is about to come on. And he will replace Billy Gordon.
Substitution for the visitors coming off. Number 9, Billy Gordon.
I think now that Morpeth are giving their bench a chance. But the rain chucks it down here, and I think it matches the Stocksbridge mood. Ball launched forward, headed away into the field and headed on. Hooked away. Eagledon will volley and he just goes right out play. Will be a throw-in for the home team. 87.5 minutes gone now. There's the Steels. We've had a terrible day here. And it's just not one you can really varnish. It's a slice ball, which can Stocksbridge make the most out of? Because a goal might not be... Well, no, I say that, it gets tackled as soon as I get excited about it. That sums up the day, doesn't it? Here comes Dowling as he comes for the home team. Out to James. He falls backwards at the moment. Good work by Tinker. Back in the middle. Touch avoids the field and God, dancing all the way through before Paul Ford and Charles have cleared. And all the way out before as Evans just watches it out. Throwing to Morpeth. By the way, if you have appreciated the commentary and you've stuck around for the whole of it, bless you guys, do give us a super chat over in the bottom next to the comment section. You can give us a donation of any sum you like, and it, you know, something it would make me a bit happier on a night like this. So we just see a little clip from Morris, and there's some afters there as Morpeth has gone pushing into Morris, and well, I think this might be a bit like in ice hockey when they start to have a fight just because they're losing by a bit to cheese the fans up. It's continuing a bit of the after, a bit of clinging between a few of the players.
Who the keeper's from?
What?
Who made the foul on Morris?
Trying to see what the referee's doing. It's going to be a yellow card there for James Morris. Nothing else afterwards. I thought there might be another yellow card for some of the pushing and shoving. And the ball is back in goal. Basically, goal kick that's in midfield been taken further forward. So
Get on with it, ref!
taking ages with this. I think there's another yellow card. I think Sam Kay's being given a yellow now, and he doesn't know why, and he's got quite irate about it. I don't know what Sam Kay's been booked for. I'm guessing he said something. John and Lemon's not happy about it. I think there was a third booking in there. Irritated because they got Morpeth started. Oh, they did double. Morpeth did pushing. The ball goes forward. Townsend will come to claim it, and he does. He catches it cleanly, and then he'll send it forward, trying to get some sort of counter together to Grush. He's going to try and see if he can peel around Robson. Robson does well to clear it away. Will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. We're in out of time. God bless. We're almost done. I don't know how much out of time's been given. 6 minutes at a time. Jesus. Less. Oh God. Oh my lord. Ball headed into the box. Stocksbridge get a volley. Loops and touched over the bar. Stocksbridge will get a corner. I think it was Deakin with the effort there, and now it's touched over by Allen. It would be nice just to get a consolation, I think, because that would be a somewhat boost of confidence. Corner goes in, flicked on, and cleared off the line. And then, well, Charlesworth puts it in back into the, well, I think it's in the North Sea, that one. We might need the shipping forecast to tell the freighters where that ball's going to land. It's a great flick on header initially. Cleared off the line, but, well, Morpeth fighting to the end. They don't want to see their goal difference go down by one. Again, that could be really important by the end of the season. You just never know. 2 minutes of the 6 minutes at a time, would you believe it? And we are going to see a Morpeth substitute. Nathan Buddle is coming on. I think he looks like that village goal. There's going to be Ann Myers coming off. If only this Pepsi next to me was something a bit stronger. If you've got a flash, Graham, in there, I would really appreciate it right now. You don't drink? Something stronger. And Irish. Morpeth just clear one, it just bangs off the stairs next to the wedding awning across from us. Ball goes back into defence here. Forward to the right. And then, oh, missed control and lost by De Gruchy, but good flying tackle, puts it back into the midfield. Down tries to show them, and Stocksbridge get to it. Marshall goes forward, it's Marshall running at it. Marshall's thinking about the shot, takes a shot, it's a decent shot, but right at Allen. Every Stocksbridge chance has really been coming from distance other than that flick on header. Okay, will try to control it out towards the left and trying to go down there, and they'll burst to get past one man, lays it off and then forward, and then past Tinker and out for a throw in. 4 minutes of added time gone. We've got 2 more to go, plus any more we might add on, though surely not. It's a realism, I'm afraid. This referee's being a stickler rather than a kind person. Ball forward, knocked into the middle and out to the right here to Evans. Ball in forward, Owen, headed away. Back to Owen. High up into the air, and Martins gets it forward to Higgledon. Beaker back to Charlesworth. Follows it forward. Get it back in the middle. Kay's going to try and pick up, but Henson's done well just to get it away from him, and then over to Dowling. But then well won here by Tinker. Tinker's going for it. Tinker takes a shot, and well, oh, it's a corner. It took a deflection. I was going to take the mick at Tinker there for a second, but it just took a deflection according to our referee, and it will be a corner kick. We'll take it. Let's see if we can get a consolation at the end of the game. Mostly because it will. The only irritating thing about it will be the fact we have to redo all the graphics we've got ready for full time. Me as well, I've got it ready. Here comes the corner, look for the far post, well claimed by Allen, who then just drops to the ground, and 5.5 minutes on, Allen is down injured after that, and that could That could be a big blow there for Morpeth. Pickering have equalised in the last minute against Frickley. Suleiman Koulibaly has scored from the spot. And Armfoot Welfare, they've confirmed a win against Aversley. Mikey Dunn has scored to make it 4-1. Ball will go forward from Morpeth. Headed away by Eildon and flicked over to the Garushi. Turns. Lays it forward here to Marshall. Back to Morris. Fades one tackle but then can't get past Henderson the second time. And Morpeth will carry it away. We've had 30 seconds more than the 6 minutes added on as it's dribbled out of play, I'm afraid. And we're still going to keep going. Got to free our coach journey back, you know. We think the referee may have put another 2 minutes on top. He is paid by minute, this one, I think. There's Henderson. Back. Morris knocks it forward and then headed away. Knocked into middle. Morpeth going to try and make it 4 and well blocked by Charles. Okay, will carry it away, but then he just dribbles into a problem and we enter the 97th minute of this game. Anyway by Charles. Okay, we'll flick it on. Deakin picks it up well. Trying to get it down the left and DeGrushi's there and out to the left and trying to find the space and DeGrushi back on the left. Turner back to the left and looking for a cross. Here comes a cross in the middle, it's over the top of everyone. It's a poor cross in the end.
Thank you.
And fine to that might have been called on radio, so it's 3-0 to Morpeth Town here. It was all finished there when Nick Ballardo scored early on in the second half. The Steels had a few shots from effort, but it was a miserable one. Thank you very much to who stuck with us for that one, because to be honest, I wouldn't have stuck with me on that one. I've been Adam Allcroft. We'll see you on Saturday as we go away to Marine in the FA Trophy. We'll see you then. Thank you very much and good night.